Hey everyone, Eric here from LaughFix. It's a beautiful February 8th today, at least I'm making this video. It's actually like 60 degrees outside, so it's really warm. But I don't know if you guys care about that, but it's a great day, it's great energy, and we're here today. I want to be showing you guys something pretty interesting if you guys have a problem really with a laptop. And this is great for people who have this problem, where it shows preparing for automatic repair, and then it keeps looping over and over and over and over again, and there's not really much you can do. You get stuck at that blue screen, you try to boot to Windows, and it keeps looping over and over again. Now, a lot of these times, this can be a software or a hardware problem, really depends. We're going to hope for this sake for you guys that it is more of just a software problem. So if you have like a problem with a virus or something like that, then you want to get the data, or if the hard drive is maybe starting to be on its way out, there's a way you want to get your data, right? And you want to find out how to recover your data because you can't boot to this operating system, but you want to make sure you get your data before you reinstall the operating system or change out the hard drive or do something like that. The whole point is to not remove the hard drive for this. We want to make this as simple as really possible, right? So I'm going to show you guys an easy way to get your data if you have this type of problem. So what you're going to be needing is you're going to have like a USB, probably try to get like a 64 gigabyte USB because we're going to be installing bootable Windows that you can bypass this your operating system and just boot directly to the USB, and then we connect the USB. The USB is going to basically be a version of Windows, and it's going to show you your actual drives, and you can just recover data from there. So let's actually get started with it. So you're going to need a 64 gigabyte USB. So if you have one of those, what you want to do is whatever you want to do with this is going to actually format the whole USB. Make sure it's a blank USB. Make sure you backed up everything on this USB. And whatever's going to be on the USB, again, it's going to be fully wiped. It's going to be formatted. So make sure you don't need anything on this USB because you're going to lose whatever's on there. So back it up beforehand. And we're going to go ahead and plug it into our desktop or laptop or wherever else, because we need to create a bootable version of something, right? So it's funny because I actually have this one. I need to reinstall it. So it actually came up as a bootable already. Let me go to my screen capture. Okay, so we have it here, and I have my bootable plugged in. And what I want to do is we want to get an install image of Windows here. So you can go to Google. You can actually search like Windows 11 ISO, or you want to make sure that you go to at least the Microsoft webpage because they have it here. You can hit download Windows 11, and there's like installation assistant. We don't care about that, but what we really want is basically an ISO image, which is an installation image, and it's a way we can boot to it. So now we're going to hit select my download, and we're going to hit the multi version down here, and we can hit download. It may take a little bit of time. Well, I got I got so confused because I thought I was on my screen capture, whatever. Okay, so we want to pick the language. You can hit confirm. Let's do a lot of checks this time. I don't remember ever really doing this before. Now we want to download our Windows 11 ISO. Now this is official from the Microsoft.com. That's what you want to do. You don't want to be downloading from anywhere else. Okay, and you just want to download this. I already have the installer, but I'm just showing you guys how to do it. You can hit save, download, and you want to make sure that's a disk image. You can see I have one from before because I made lots of other videos talking about this one before. So save this and it'll download. Now, once that's done, now what we want to do is, we got the installer now, which is good. And now what we want to do is we want to make this USB a bootable, and now what we want to do is we want to install that onto USB, right? Because that's the whole point of doing it, so we can extract it, we can get our data. So what we can do is we can download something that's called Rufus. It's a really nice, creative, bootable USB software. You can go to that, just go to Rufus, and you'll see it'll be this page here. And they even show this actually on the Steam Deck OS. There's other ones you can use like Etcher as well. That will work just as well. And what I like to do is I like to go to the portable one, which I already have it here, but I'm just going to be showing you guys anyway. So it's Rufus Portable. You can click that. You can download it. You can see actually I had this for the Steam Deck video. If you guys watched that, I'll show you guys how to install SteamOS. And that's, another way to do it. So we have the portable version here. We're just going to hit save, and we're going to do that as well. And once that's done saving, we can actually open it. All right, and once that's open, we have this here. I actually have my device because I need to recreate my USB anyway, so it's perfect for the video. So you're going to have this page pop up, or this little pop-up. You have the pop-up. You're going to hit select, and it's going to show your images. So you just want to download the image that you were using before. This is the Windows 11 image, so we want to pick that. and it's going to pick your device. It's going to notice that if you have like a 64 gigabyte USB, it's pretty smart with not doing like other drives, but you want to make sure that it's the same drive. You want to confirm that and make sure you're not downloading this on something else that's important. Be careful of that one. Now for image option, this is the difference between doing like a regular installer or making a Windows to Go installer. So there's an image that's called Windows to Go, and we want to have that one. And the volume label, we can call it whatever we want, but we want to call maybe Windows Bootable. I think that's a nice one. And we'll leave it NTFS. We'll leave it all the other settings because this is a default settings for it to install it, and it's going to make this a bootable device. So we're going to hit start on it. All right, gosh, I actually hit start on my OBS because I'm screen capturing. Now it's going to show you the version of Windows. You can use whatever you really want. N is actually like less media features, if you're wondering always what that is. I don't want to go super in depth because it has nothing to do with the video, but we're going to be cool. We're going to go to Windows 11 Pro. And with this, Rufus is really good for removing unnecessary features from the installer. And this is another good one as well. Look at that. It even knows the name we're doing. I'm going to skip the data collection, privacy ones, and remove the requirement for online Microsoft account and prevent from accessing internal disk. I want that. So let me actually keep that one because I don't want this to prevent from internal disk. I want that to actually happen. It's because that's the whole point of it. I want to make sure that we enable it for internal disks. Now these are newer versions of the Rufus Portable, but if I'm showing you guys, I'm sure you guys are going to install this anyway. So these are the settings that you want. You can hit OK. And this is going to format everything on the drive. Now again, make sure you back up everything because this USB will be blank. So let's do that. We'll wait for it to finish. Okay, so it finished. We're going to go ahead, remove it, and go plug it in. Probably show you the steps there for it. Hopefully it won't be too bad. But I don't think I can screen capture the recovery, so I might just show it on the camera. But let's go ahead and just take this out, and let's do it real quick. On the boot menu, we can actually just hit use USB device. Yes. And it just says just to really select the USB. I have two USBs plugged in here, but just pick one, and then it should boot right to it. Otherwise, you can go through your BIOS and just force it to boot to the bootable device. So we'll do that. We got to pick the right one, so it's going to do it. It's just going to get to the screen. It's going to be like a startup screen there. I'll see if I can screen capture it so it's a little bit better because I know there's a lot of reflections going on there. But we'll see if we can access the data that way. So once you get to the screen here, you'll have this up and open. Now it's going to run sometimes pretty slow. It's not the best thing. It's not recommended because it's obviously running off a USB. You can just hit this File Explorer option, and you can hit this PC. We see our bootable here. We don't care about that, but we care about this local disk drive. So we're going to Users, and this is where the data is. We want to go further. You could just check your username, and then you can just go into there. Then you can go ahead and extract your data, make sure everything else looks pretty good for you, and that's really how do you get the data off of this issue. Okay, so anyways, guys, that's how do you get your data off, especially if you're stuck in that software loop with where it's preparing automatic repair. You can't get past that. You need to back up your data. It's a good way to do it. It's a cool little tool, Windows to Go. Again, it's not made to use as like an operating system. It's made just more for quick use, and obviously it's very, very slow. It's not totally reliable. It's good for like testing stuff, or if you want to try downloading software and you're not sure about the safety of that one, that's probably another good way to use it. Use it more as like a sandbox environment. I wouldn't recommend using it as a total thing to do, or at least get your data off. It'll be a very straightforward way. Plug in like a external drive, then get your data off. You should be all good to go. So anyways, guys, hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. If you did, please leave a like. Really does help us a lot. Subscribe for more content. Got lots of cool stuff. We actually do real data recoveries. This is a great situation. It's a great thing if it's more just a software thing that you're just stuck in an automatic loop and it's just an OS maybe failure. That's a good way to at least get the data off. If it's hard drive failure, that's a totally different story. And always make sure you back up your data before that could happen, because anytime this could happen, and this is just the best case scenario for that, so you can access the data, especially trying to remove stuff. It can get problems. So hope you guys enjoyed watching. If you did, again, please leave a like. It really helps us a lot. Subscribe for more content. See you guys in the next video. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Bye.